Welcome to the episode 11 Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, I'm going to be breaking down episodes 8, 9, and 10 of Too Hot to Handle Season 6. We have reached the end of this show. It has been one of my favorite seasons in a long time, just based on Too Hot to Handle. Felt like it might have been a little stale, but I really do think that this season has brought a new, fresh perspective on the show that I did not expect to see coming, and it hasn't made it quite enjoyable. It's opened the door for season 7 to kind of bring back these same things, including, hey, let's bring some people from the past onto the show. Let's bring some familiar faces. Let's bring some new twists, new turns, and stuff like that. But as we've seen, people still breaking the rules. We started off with about $250,000, and it's dwindled down to I think about 125. But it doesn't matter, folks. We're gonna dive right in. We're not gonna give you any promos. We're not gonna do any of that. We're picking up right where we left off with that horrible cliffhanger of Bree about to tell Damari whether or not she kissed the man or not. We were on the edge of our seat for a whole week trying to figure out whether or not this happened. And folks, thank you. Thank you. It did not happen. She tells him about the massage. Charlie, you should have taken notes on this. But she pulled a boss move. She goes and says, Jalen, come here. Because we saw that last week. She, come on over, sweetheart. And she says, Jalen moved over. She leaned in and said, nope. Damari, of course, is elated. These two have a nice little moment. You get the green light. You get a big old smooch. Charlie's chatting up with Catherine. He tells her that everything that went on and he didn't kiss her and was thinking about her the whole time. And then, of course, he didn't tell her about the massage. They don't get the green light because his broke ass lied. Not just that. Not just that. He lied about what happened. He was very, very smitten by Sabrina, but it didn't go that way. The lady's talking. Sabrina said that he gave her a back massage and told her not to say anything. Like snitches right off the back on his ass. He ratted his ass so damn fast. Boy, he got the business that fast. Jalen and Sabrina are locked and loaded for a 12-hour free pass. Jalen wants him some of Flava, but Joao is just, he's going to try to get her some. He's going to make her realize what she is missing. Jalen's got the free pass to kiss people, so he lays a big old kiss on Lucy. Then he lays a big old kiss on Gianna. I'm like, Joel's watching in the distance, said, he better keep his hands off my woman. But yeah, like Sabrina comes over and likes her some Chris, and he asks the connection gods to bless him. And you know what? I love this dude, and she kisses him, and he was elated. Chris and Sabrina are heavily making out. During the bed scenes, time is up. Free pass is over. Jalen said he kissed Lucy, and he tried to remember Gianna's name and forgot it at first, but then he remembered it. But he say he's coming in hot and heavy for Flava. Bree announced that they got the green light, but Catherine is confused why they didn't get one. Well, it's because he didn't tell you the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help him God. Flava is torn on her attraction of the new bad boy, and we get a flashback of her and Creed. We all remember how that went down. She asked Joel about their grenades, and she thinks that Jalen is handsome and tells him that she knows that she can get in a lot of trouble. Catherine is talking to the girls, and Valentina said the vibe they're getting from Sabrina, Charlie hasn't exactly been honest about what went down, and she should talk to Sabrina about it. Charlie heads to talk to Damari and Bria about the back rub and not telling Catherine about it. He also told Sabrina not to say anything, and they are laughing at his dumb ass because he continuously makes dumb ass decisions. Before Charlie can get to Catherine, he sees Catherine with Sabrina. She said he initiated. Sabrina tells Catherine that he initiated everything and was very, very, very flirty. She said they didn't kiss. Catherine says, anything else happened? She said, can you keep a secret? He said to her right as they were getting ready to walk into the villa, she said, can you keep a secret? Please don't tell the girls about the massage. Now, don't get me wrong. She told, like 3 seconds later, told the girls, but R.I.P. Charlie. See you later. Sayonara. Just pack a bag, bro. It's over for you. Jalen sees that Joel's not around and is coming for Flava. He said she's got a nice fat ass. I love it. I just love his confidence here. He asked her if she has set with Joel, and she said she has to. She said she's had some doubts. Valentina says that the Flava is flirting and Jalen and doesn't think Joel's going to be very happy about it. Tonight we have a Candyland party. Jalen pulls Flava aside, and Joel's not very thrilled about it. They talk, and he sees her. He is reeling her in and believes he will get her in his bed. Joel said he wasn't expecting her to walk away with Jalen and said there's nothing to worry about. She said that. Liar. I mean, there's plenty to worry about. Before bed, she kind of gave Jalen like the googly eyes, like right in front of Joel, and he was even more confused by this. Charlie comes clean to Catherine. She tells him she doesn't want to be with a liar, and she said she wants to sleep alone. Valentina, which just disappeared from the retreat, left for personal reasons. The women only work hard. The women only workshop. Hold old habits die hard. Brendan, our fake guru Durrell, is back. He asked them to shut down when things. If they shut down when things get tough, I'll raise their hands, get in cold baths, and help them process their feelings. The girls open up even though they didn't want to. Flava says she's starting to see clarity and she needs to be more vulnerable with Joel and not run away. While they're off, Joel heads over to speak to Jalen about what they're doing. He says from her perspective, she has kept the door open for her, and Joel's not very thrilled. He said he didn't think there was a chance he would have moved on. Jalen said that. Jalen thinks Flava is about to end things with Joel, but that's not how things are going to go on. She's going about her business. She tells him that her fear is him. She feels like she is self-sabotaging because she likes him. She said she really wants to give him a chance. He said if it's so easy for her to turn her head, he doesn't know how to feel once they leave the retreat. So if she's out in the real world and her head's like, I don't blame the guy. She asks, what do you want? He says, I don't know if I can give you an answer. I don't personally feel like he was wrong in this scenario. Joel, to me, was just being honest. If we have a long distance relationship, how am I going to believe that you're going to be honest with me when one man walked into the retreat and you just went, you know what I mean? Like the entire time, even like before bedtime, it was a whole thing. It wasn't just a one time your eyes rolled, your eyes went. Yeah, sometimes guys and girls look, oh man, damn, that's a good looking girl. Or, hey, damn, that's a good looking dude. You know what I mean? It happens. But this wasn't that. That was entertaining. That was leaving the door open for Jalen to come in and say hi and do all of these things. And you left that door wide open. So it's not Joel's fault here. I actually agree with his stance here, and I think that he did the right thing. Catherine and Charlie sit down. He said he fucked up and he's sorry. He said ask them back and forth. The two are vulnerable. Finally, they get the green light and share a kiss together. Charlie is a buzzing. He walks in and says his best instrument is honesty. And then Joel speaks up and said, that is the best policy. I about died laughing. Gianna threatens Catherine and Charlie about no rule breaks. Sabrina said the sexual frustration is killing her. She isn't focused on winning. Chris is trying to stay strong and she is kissing all over his ass. And my guy finally breaks his first rule of the entire competition. I mean, he should be able to get a kiss in there. He hasn't broken any rules. I would forgive him in a heartbeat. It was worth the $6,000. Everyone says they don't do anything, including Chris. Couples are going on a date. Everyone gets to go on a date, minus the ones that broke the rules the night before. So, in hopes of potentially winning this bad boy, you end up not being able to go on a date because you had a little kiss. Chris said we kissed a little bit. Charlie spoke up and said he didn't think it was fair, which I thought was hilarious. Like, what? Charlie, you spend so much money, bro. Just keep it down, bro. Just keep it down, please. All right, we got our 3 dates tonight, but Damari and Bree, Catherine and Charlie are going now. Joel said he has a lot to think about, and their date will be later tonight. Dramatic. Damari is planning to ask Bree to be his girlfriend. Damari and Bree date time. Damari gives a little bit of a speech about their time on their show. Bree said they have built something good, but doesn't have the best resume with men. What happened to the retreat, guys? Like, I thought we were like, oh my God, refresh, new. These retreats don't work, guys. She tells the camera her trust level with him is about 80%. If he doesn't raise it, she isn't sure she wants to move forward with him. He tells her the connection that they built is something he doesn't want to run away from. He said he would 100% be committed to her, and he asked her to be his girlfriend. She says, duh, we get a green light. I'm actually rooting for these two. I would love to know. Obviously, we'll get a little, couple days after, we'll find out whether or not they're still together. But I hope they really tried, and if they didn't work, they didn't work. But I hope they gave it an A+ effort because I really dig these two. Catherine and Charlie. Charlie said he wants to see Catherine outside of the retreat, but has never done the long distance relationship thing. He cheers to Catherine. Charlie, Catherine together. You know what I mean? We got the little there. You know what I mean? We got the Brie Mari on our one side, but we got the Catherine now. The name for them is a couple. She tells the camera the same thing about wanting to do this earlier. Charlie isn't exactly reassuring here. He said the whole love, the whole plane ride away from each other and doesn't want to let her down. He's worried about messing things up. It's really not that hard. If you really like this girl, and Catherine seems like a catch dog, you know what I mean? She seems like a perfect catch. It's not hard to fuck it up. You can go out and not flirt with people and not do things and be focused on building the foundation with this new girl you found. It's really not that hard, guys. I don't understand. He said he hasn't met a girl like Catherine before. I want to treat her right. Literally nobody believes you, dude. You don't even believe yourself. They agree to work on things and get another green light. Joel and Flava. Joel talks to Christian, and again, I forgot this man was on the show. I don't remember this guy ever being on the show. He's been on here for like 3 minutes, went on one date, and that's it. I can't believe he's still here. Chris likes him, Sabrina. Chris likes him, Sabrina. So he sets up his own date. Chris opens up at her struggles with love, how to give it to it. He said he brings out a different energy. She brings a different energy and asks him to get to know her outside the villa. She said, me too. I like it. Damari and Brie announced that they have made Brie Mari official. What a funny, it's like calamari, but Brie Mari. You know what I mean? I like it. Joel and Flava time, or maybe not. These two muck it up over their time on the show and memories, and then Jalen gets brought up and things get weird. She tells him she has strong feelings for him and does like him. And he plays a song for her. And the song that he sung, he sang, "Is Our Time Really Up?" was the point of this song. We moved to episode 10. The moment of truth, he says, I really do like you, but was upset about Jalen and really can't shake things and how they're going to go on outside in the real world. This is like, he broke up with this girl via a song. This to me is one of the most befuddling, insane, crazy, wild things I've ever seen in my entire life. Look, I'm not mad at him for breaking up with her, right? I'm not. I appreciate his honesty, okay? But the breakup song was a little much, dude. He lost me there. They returned and both announced they broke up. Flava tells her whole group that he pulled out his guitar and it was a breakup song, and they all just rip his ass to shred. Inside, he's playing the song to Charlie and Sabrina and Chris and Brie and Damari, and they were all not as welcoming in the song as he thought they would be. Charlie said that was cold as fuck. Coming from Charlie calling me cold as fuck. Joel said the song was much deeper than that. Christian still randomly on the show. I can't believe he's still on the show. I just don't know where this guy comes from. Lana chimes in and congratulates them making the final. She said the winners of the prize fund is still up for grabs. Today is the last chance for them of why they deserve to win. She expects the unexpected. Brie Mari is killing this and should win, period. End of story. I don't care what anybody says. Catherine said her and Charlie have come a long way in 3 days? Nah, fam, not buying that bullshit. Chris said Damari got Brie, leave the money to him, and Damari was like, nah, fam. Gianna announces that she was the only person who hasn't broke a rule. I forgot about that. And so she should probably be in the conversation. And they cheer peace over penis, which I laughed. I was realizing his song was a dumb choice. Flava says she isn't dealing with someone who will pull a guitar out when he is mad. She's also not chasing Jalen because he's hot. Smart decision. Charlie said he is leaving a changed man. All of his money will go towards plane tickets to see Catherine. Saying all the right things to try to win the money is one thing, guys. The final workshop is to show them what they have learned, called The colors of changes. Brendan Durrell, our fake expert, is back, and he said he wants them to reflect on who they are when they walked in and who they will when they leave, and they must pick a word. We don't get everybody's word, but we get a few words. Charlie's first up. He said a bunch of words that were like, I don't know, a bunch of lies in my opinion. And he said his word was awakening. Catherine said authenticity was her word. It was a sweet little speech. I love Catherine. Big fan of Catherine. I love her. Wish she'd stay away from Charlie. Lucy gets up there. Raw honesty. Another one. Big fan of her. Love her. Wish nothing but the best for her. Hope she's on one of these other shows. She should be on Perfect Match. 1,622%. Christian, my word for him is who the fuck are you? I still don't know. Maturity is his word. I don't even know why he said that. I don't even listen when he speaks. Gianna's her word was independence. She was trying to get this prize. I ain't mad at her about it. I really do think that, let's be real, if Louis would have stuck around, she probably would have broke some rules. Joao apologized for his breakup song. Flava said she looks at Joe and says, never break up with a girl in a song, but I want to be your friend. Bree says she's kind of worried about how things are going to be when the tree is over. Damari says he is honored to have her as a girlfriend. His word is respect. This was cute. Bree gave a nice little warm speech. Love her to death too. Big Bree fan. Prize fan stands at $125,000. Biggest prize fund in the show's history. Damari and Bree are the only two that deserve it. Period. End of story. Lucy and Charlie broke one rule each. Lucy and Chris, broke one rule each, and Gianna broke no rules at all. She says one of them will be taking home $25,000, and she says she'll announce it later. Remaining $100K will go to one of the two couples. Damari and Bree are Charlie and Catherine. The couples head out to the beach. Could have been Joao and Flava if he didn't sing his way to the Big L here. Let's be honest with me, because the battle of the conversation is much deeper here. If it's Damari and Bree versus Joao and Flava, I think it's like you almost have to vote. You could vote for either of them. They've both been through a lot, but Flava and Joao, like that, I think they probably win this thing. Like, I really feel like him, like singing his way, lost him that money for sure. It's funny, Charlie and Bree were our first two people sent into the banishment headquarters, and now are finalists on the show. We find out that the cast gets to vote for the winner. This isn't a hard decision. Sorry, between Charlie and Catherine and Bree and Damari, it's not like if they don't win, like this show was a joke. Kristen is talking something. He says words again, something about voting for Catherine and Charlie. Maybe he's an idiot. Flava said Charlie and Catherine. No, fam, like Joao seems to be on the right side of this. That's about all the montage we get here. Bree and Damari show up dapper as ever to the finale. Lana says, process has been so crazy, and hopefully Joao might make the process has been so crazy, Joao might make a song about it. Everybody laughs. Gianna is our winner of $25,000. I still think that she would have 1,000% would have broke rules with Louis had he stayed. I miss Louis. He should have won money just because he's funny. Damari and Bree are winners of Too Hot to Handle season 6 with a vote of 7-1. I'm assuming Flava was the only person who voted for them. Damn right they made the right decision. 7-1, landslide, the only people that should have won. Point blank, period, end of story. And that is the end of Too Hot to Handle season 6. What a great season. I love it. I will make sure to keep you guys posted on any follow-up aftermath of couples, of who's still together and who's not. But before we dive in, I want to share with you guys my favorite people of this season. Looking back through the entire season, there's 3, I'm going to say 5 people that really stood out to me. The below tier, like on my top 3, right below the top 3 are this. Chris is somebody that I really, 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 really liked. I thought his personality was fun. I love being able to see him get a little bit of action towards the end. That was super awesome. And I'm going to say Damari. I'm going to give the top 3 to the girls. Damari was a blast on the show. Love these two. Chris and Damari, the bromance that we didn't know we needed. But my top 3 girls, obviously, Bree, Catherine, and Lucy. These 3 were absolute joy to watch this season. I felt like they were different, unique from some of the other girls that we've seen on this season. I love Catherine. I hope we get to see her more. Bree is going to be on that show next year, Band Camp. Very excited to see what she brings to the table on that show. And I for sure think we might see Lucy and Catherine in future seasons of potentially Perfect Match, we could say. But that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of the Love in Reality podcast. I've had a blast covering Too Hot to Handle. Right around the corner is Love is Blind UK. I'm going to be breaking down the cast of that season. Also, I'm going to be recapping each and every week. It drops August the 8th at 7, August the 7th, the first 4 episodes drop, I believe that's right. Yes, August the 7th, the first 4 episodes of that drop. We've got new people entering the pods, and this show is magnificent. Can't say anything else, but you're not going to want to miss Love is Blind UK. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode. I'll talk to you guys next week.